Hey guys, Ryan Wright here. So I wanted to talk about something. I actually spoke with TYRONE MAGNUS a few days ago. He called me up, he had a couple of questions. He wanted to know how to enlarge your penis size because he is actually really small. It's surprising. He works out a lot to compensate for his tiny dick. No, he's fucking huge. He sent me a photo. He's fucking huge. But I wanted to talk about our conversation. It was supposed to be like a quick chat, but we ended up talking for an hour and 12 minutes. One of the best moments of my life. Like, we got along really well. He's a really cool dude. We're very different in a lot of ways, but I kind of wanted to talk about how we're similar and what we share that is actually true. Because, like, he does a lot of reactions, I do a lot of reactions, but if you guys see us, we are pretty different. But there's some things I thought would be really cool to actually talk about a little bit. We do have very similar stories. I would tell his story, but his story is better told from his perspective. So if you guys don't know his story, ask him to do a video on it again, because it is really worth hearing and it's inspiring to see where he's at now. For my personal story, I'll make it really short. I won't go into details. I basically have been pursuing the movie business since I was a kid. When I was a teenager, I tried everything as going into acting, and then I even tried everything with writing. I actually stopped doing anything movie related for like 3 years. I started learning a lot about business. I eventually went back into writing and doing movie related stuff because that's my passion. Being a movie buff is like the one thing I know I'm good at. So when I saw YouTube, I thought it would be great because I thought like, hey, you know what? I could do exactly what I want to do on YouTube, and I get access to people right away. Like, YouTube's worldwide. Like, for anyone who's considering doing a YouTube channel, here's why I did it. YouTube is worldwide. You get access to like millions upon millions of people across the globe, and you don't have to go through any bullshit, like in the typical business way of the movie industry, entertainment industry. You gotta climb this ladder that everyone talks about. You gotta like impress so many fucking people who you don't care to impress. These people have like authority over you when they really need you, actually. And I thought like, fuck that. With YouTube, I can just put my shit up on this huge website and I can get access to fans and subscribers right away. Let that do the talking for me. Like, I don't want to get someone else's approval of me in order to see if people will like me. I thought it would be so cool to do this, and sure enough, it's panning out exactly the way I wanted it to, and it's totally great. It allows me to do what I want to do and not have to worry about someone else's validation of me. And I know Tyrone has a very similar philosophy of that. Like, Tyrone and I really believe in the power of positivity, the power of setting goals, the power of work ethic especially. Like, if you see Tyrone, he used to do a lot of workout videos, and to be that committed to working out, I mean, everyone knows he's like super fucking buff. He's got those chesticles, man, fuck, and that huge ass dick that weighs more than any of his muscles. To be that committed to working out, I feel like that level of commitment is what he's taking into his level of YouTube success right now. Like, he acknowledged, like, I tell him like, dude, you have like 35,000 more subs than me, but we do get similar amount of views. So I think that's cool that he acknowledged that, like, to know that, hey, we still are cat and mouse a little bit. Even though he has more subs, the views, well, that's where the money's at, people. Another thing too that we thought would be neat is that if we built up ourselves on YouTube, we wouldn't have to try to get our foot in the door, that people would start coming to us. And I won't talk a lot about every opportunity that's come my way, but if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have these opportunities that have been given to me lately. Last year alone, I got a connection at Legendary, got to do a gig for them, got a connection at Warner Brothers, got to do a gig for them. Now I just met up with some people from Xbox. Latino Review, my favorite movie site. I have like 3 favorite movie sites, and they're one of them. They hit me up too. Like, I'm just meeting with a lot of people. I might be doing something with Schmoes No, actually. Yeah, like, I have all these opportunities. I'm not going to divulge Tyrone's, but it was part of that belief of why we did YouTube, was because we could have gone the traditional route with what we wanted to do. We have other things in mind. We don't want to just do reaction videos for the rest of our life. We want to do other things as well. Tyrone has a lot of things in the pipeline that he wants to do, some other dreams and ambitions that I know he's going to get at, because everything comes down to the same 3 basic principles, and him and I really believe it. It comes down to your philosophy, what you know, what you think about, your attitude, how you feel about what you know, how you feel towards others, how you feel about yourself, taking action, taking your philosophy and attitude and putting it into action. A lot of people like watch something like The Secret and go, maybe I can just think about it long enough. But no, you got to take it all and put it into action, and that's what we've both been doing. There's a phrase that I heard a long time ago that says, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune. And I saw YouTube as that way to sort of start accumulating that fortune. And I used to have a full-time job. Like, I had a full-time job that I fucking hated. I loathed it so much. Every day was anxiety, depression, anger. I just loathed it. So I would do that 40 hours a week. Then I would go home and do YouTube for about 20 to 30 hours a week. Did not work out at all, so I gained a lot of weight. If you go back to the first episode of the movie review when we started this channel, I was super skinny. And then throughout the year and a half, I like gained a lot of weight. Now I'm like working out again. I want to get like a Tyrone body. I was able to replace my job because of you guys. You guys allow me to replace my job. I am able to do this now part-time, but I'm making more money than when I did a full-time job. And that's awesome. And it's really, really a big thank you to you guys. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, I know I talk about a lot of things that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Like, you know, I just revealed some opportunities that I got. I revealed that, yeah, I do make money on YouTube. It really goes back to you dudes. And that's something Tyrone and I really believe in too, is that yes, he does make money. Everyone knows that he also has a job. One thing we really believe is really strongly tending to our subscribers, tending to the fans, because it's you guys who really make the channel. It's you guys who really matter. I remember realizing that when we were at like 10 subscribers. I've been grateful for to this day. Like, we jump up anywhere from like 600 to 800 followers on average a day now. I love every single one of you guys. I'm not just saying that because I remember when I had 10 followers, I remember thinking, if I know how to just tend to each individual person that I have at this 10 and to tend to those who subscribe. You know, some people focus on, I want to get more views, I want to get more subscribers. I've always felt that I just want to focus on those people who are already subscribed, and then everything else will kind of take care of itself. And so Tyrone and I really believe on that, really tending to our subs. And I think that's why people like us, is because they know we're very genuine about it. Yeah, you know, we both get haters. Like, I think I get way more haters than he does, because I say some things that are just a little bit too offensive every now and again. But Tyrone is someone who does get haters. He said people call him the N-word often. In case you guys don't know what that word is, it's N-I-G-G-E-R. Say it out loud. If you don't know what that word means, say it to your parents. They'll tell you what it means. But we do get haters. And one thing that we get haters on too is like, psh, who watches someone do a reaction, you know? I think Tyrone and I give opinions on the videos. We like to give our insights. And another thing too is like I asked Tyrone this. When he did that Star Wars reaction, I asked him like, do you think that if you were in the theaters, you would have done that Wookiee noise? And he said probably not. He wasn't faking it for the camera, and I don't fake my stuff either. The thing is though, is when you're filming a video and you're aware that there's a lot of people watching you, it brings out a certain energy level in you. Like, I'll watch trailers alone sometimes and, you know, like, I'll get excited, but when I'm with a buddy, like, my energy comes out of me even more. That is authentic what we're doing, and it actually does take a certain level of work to actually do that. It's not about putting all this energy in. It's not about faking or forcing a reaction, but it's about allowing yourself to be you while a camera's pointed at you. For example, every time someone comes on this channel, I always tell them the one thing I tell them is something Tyrone and I really believe in, which is the power of believing in yourself and being yourself. I have a cheesy ass quote, but I really live by it. I tell people the word unique starts with the letter U for a reason. So to be unique, you just gotta be yourself. And I think about how people come on this channel and they're always so concerned about, are people gonna like me? What if I don't have a reaction? And I'm always like, don't give a shit about any of that. Whatever you're feeling, just let it out and let people see it and just be yourself. And it actually takes work to be yourself. It takes work to just allow people to see who you are, to see what you're feeling on the inside. It's progress, it's process. If you could do that, I could see why people might be drawn to it. Because I'll admit, up until we were at like 60,000 subscribers, I always had a question of, why do people like watching reaction videos? But then it started to dawn on me that's like, oh, it's because, you know, like, I get why there are some reactors who go places and some who don't. It's because like people like Tyrone and I like to be ourselves and really show that energy. Like, we're aware that thousands of people are going to be watching our videos, so it brings out a level of energy in us, and it's because we know you guys are watching, so we like to tend to that and really show you guys how we're feeling. So yeah, we deal with haters. He deals with trolls better than I do. I know I haven't talked word for word about everything Tyrone and I talked about, because like for most of it, like a lot of it I'm not going to reveal because it's very personal. This is all thoughts and attitudes that were conscious conjuring up after my conversation with him, and it makes sense how we are sort of at similar levels because we have similar point of views on things, you know, and we certainly have our differences. And the reason why we have our differences is because I work on embracing myself, he works on embracing himself, and through that, we got two different individuals, and I really hope to work with this guy one day. Like, I really want to work with Tyrone. The main reason I'm doing this video, hopefully you stay till the end for this part. I want Tyrone Magnus to quit his job. For you guys who really follow Tyrone, you'll know he has a job that's outside of YouTube. I really think he should quit. He didn't tell me the income he exactly makes off YouTube. I'm hearing it and I'm like, dude, you can totally quit your job. You can do more videos. You can produce better quality videos. Like, I'm a fan of Tyrone Magnus. And I was telling him, like, dude, I know you got more subs than me. If we would get similar amount of views and you have more subs than me, you will be fine. I really want him to quit his job because I think it'd be so inspiring. I didn't really talk a lot about like how much I hated my job when I was doing this channel. I didn't really talk about when I was able to quit my job. Now I mention it, but I think it would be so inspiring for so many people to see someone like Tyrone who was building this channel, then he was able to go out there and replace his full-time job because he was able to just tend to his subscribers. Like, that would be so inspiring. Tyrone, you want to get to 1 million subs faster? Quit your fucking job. And if you get a job going to male stripping, let's face it, you got a big cock, you're fucking buff, you're black, fucking beautiful to look at. So quit your goddamn job. Another thing too is I want him and Gator Martin and Cooley to come out to California in the summer. I thought of a 3-part short film series that we could do where it's about the reactors coming together, like it would actually be scripted. And I thought it'd be cool if like one video was on my channel, another on Tyrone's, another on Gator's. That would be so fucking cool to do that. So if you guys can just start telling Tyrone to quit his job, that would be great. And if you can convince Gator and Tyrone to come out to California so we could put this short film together, that would also be splendid. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. You can subscribe to The Real Rejects, por favor. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Tyrone is always like, 1 million subscribers. I just want product placement. If I can just get 25,000 followers on Instagram and post a picture and get paid thousands of dollars for it, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Why bullshit, you guys? It ain't gonna benefit you, but it will benefit me.